Hey there, I'm Charlie and welcome to day 17 of Vlogmas. Today I will be attempting to make my grandmother's kiss biscuit recipe. While I realize it might not be a traditional Christmas treat to everyone, for me growing up, baked goods were always a huge part of Christmas, and these particular kiss biscuits are in a lot of my childhood memories and a lot of my more recent Christmas memories with my family, but this is my first time attempting to make them myself. I really love baking, but I don't have a great deal of experience and I don't have that big a repertoire of what I have learned to make. Having said that, I've had this recipe for years and I have yet to actually take the plunge and try it out. So I have decided today is the day and we are going to make Grandma's Kiss Biscuits together. Now obviously before we can get started, we're gonna need some ingredients and supplies. So without wasting any more time, I think it's time we get them out. And here they are. So in order to make this recipe, we do have to do things in different stages. And the first stage is to make the actual biscuits. So in order for us to make those biscuits, I have the actual recipe. I have sugar, flour, bicarb soda, eggs, cream of tartar, butter, and salt. And this is all the ingredients we're going to need to make the actual biscuit base. As far as the actual process goes, we will be rubbing in the butter with the flour, bicarb, cream of tartar, and salt, which will all be sifted together. We will be beating the eggs and the sugar, and then we'll combine all of the wet and dry ingredients into one bowl. Once we're finished combining the ingredients, we can roll out the dough and begin forming the biscuits. I'm gonna jump into this baking now, and I'll see you then. And now we're ready to roll the dough. So here I have our freshly made biscuit dough, a rolling pin and flour, some cookie cutters, a baking tray that I've already put some baking paper on. So now we're just going to roll out the dough and cut it into size so that we can get it baking. It's definitely not perfect, but I do think I've made it pretty even, so now I'm gonna start cutting out the individual biscuits. Also worth noting that because this is a kiss biscuit made of two biscuits joined together, I have rolled it quite thin. I've not done a great job at transferring these. I think this in fact may be the worst biscuit transfer I've ever done. So I'm gonna work on this a bit more and get the rest of these prepped before we put them in the oven to bake. So we're gonna bake this one at 180 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, take it out while it's still soft, and then transfer it to a cooling rack. Once they're completely cooled, we can go about icing and assembling them. I have a lot more dough to roll out, so I'll see you when we're ready to ice. And now it's time to decorate. Here we have all of the biscuit pieces that we baked. There are a lot here. Obviously, we won't go through all of them in the video, but we have a lot of people that we're baking bickies for, so we did it all at once. But now I'm going to take just a few of these and we're going to assemble them together. I think this might be a nice time to get a bit of a closer look. So let's grab out that second camera and select the lucky biscuits to assemble, and I'll be right back. Now let's jump right into it. So first of all, we're going to assemble the biscuits. So I have here 4 pairs of biscuits, which are going to be the top and bottom of the actual kiss biscuit. And we're going to join them together with jam. Here's a brand new jar of raspberry jam. Let's open it up and we can start assembling the biscuits. So we're simply going to scoop jam onto the bottom biscuit and then place the top biscuit on top, securing them together. And once we have our jam layer complete, we can put its lid on, and that is the base of our kiss biscuit ready to go. However, it does still need to be decorated. So let's do that for all of these and we'll get on to decorating. Now that the biscuits have all been filled with jam, it's time to decorate them. And to do this, I have a thick icing and some assorted sprinkles. I also have this really adorable Christmas themed spatula that I'll be using. This one looks okay. And here they are. I think I can safely say that I have technically made Grandma's Kiss Biscuits. Whether or not they taste any good and whether or not it really counts is debatable. A couple of things I've learned from this before I go and do the rest of them. The icing is still a little thick. I do need to soften it a bit, but overall, I did learn some. One of these actually looks kind of cute, so that's gotta be progress. Having said all that, I think the real test is gonna be a taste test. And for that, Ian has graciously decided to come and help me out. All right, pick a cookie. Okay. juice.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it tastes like the ones your family made.
I will say that I miss being able to drink milk because that would taste great with a glass of milk. Well, I think that's everything. We have officially successfully made a version of Grandma's Kiss Biscuits. This is the first time I've ever done this recipe without my mother, so I'm very excited. I think I can put this in the win column. Let me know in the comments below what your go-to Christmas baking recipe is. I would love to know. And with all that said and done, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more Vlogmas coming this month. I hope you're having an amazing day and I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye!